guys, Parm at Car Audio, and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you have just stumbled across us or if you're new to the channel, please make sure you click that subscribe button because there's some fantastic content for you to watch. Now, we're about to start on a new project with a very good friend and a very good customer of ours. Steve, what's going on?
Sup, how are you?
You all right?
I'm good, thank you.
Wow. Well, you finally got rid of the R8.
5 years, longest car we ever owned, but it was time. It was a phenomenal car. It'd done everything it should. Got to a little bit of a roadblock of I was doing things for the sake of it, so.
There wasn't much more you could do to that car, right?
We were changing colour every 4 months because I was bored. If you're doing that, you know you've kind of probably done enough.
Yeah, you've ticked every box on that car from lowering wheels, performance-wise, like.
Yeah, and we got to a point where you'll know this more than ever with everything I've done is when I kind of plant the seed of might sell my car, that's it. It's done, we're selling it, and it's let's find the new car.
Yeah, you kind of lock yourself in to do stuff that
100%.
that you shouldn't really, but...
No, when I say it, that's it, you're in before I've even finished the sentence, so...
But hey, listen, you know what they say, onwards and upwards, right?
100%.
Let's talk about your latest acquisition.
Yeah, so this one's a little bit of a curveball. Porsche 911 992 GTS. And I always said I wanted a 992. I think they'd look phenomenal on air. Never thought the time would come as soon as it did. But yeah, we kind of jumped the bullet and said, right, we're selling the R8. Found one, kind of everything aligned to make it happen. And we're about to run it back of developing a kit for a car that hasn't been done yet and put it on its arse.
Now, I know a lot of the Porsche purists are gonna probably be churning right now, but trust me, this car's gonna look absolutely killer when it's all done. There is no off-the-shelf kit, so we're actually gonna develop a kit for this car. We're gonna use all airlift performance struts, bags, and also we're gonna put it on 3H management as well. So if you stick around, we'll show you some of the build process and what's involved in kind of developing a kit for a car that there isn't a kit available for. So yeah, stick around and we'll show you the end result. This is where the Porsche purists are going, oh no!
Yeah, this one's going to ruffle a few feathers, but it's what we do.
It's going to be good. And you know, just even like the R8.
It drove better on air. The Porsche guys might disagree with this one, but from someone that's done it, the R8 drove phenomenal on air. And again, it talks about you set your car up right, you will get that car to handle and drive just as good as it comes out of the factory.
You're just leaving all the hard work to us, right?
Yeah, that's your problem. You let me know when it's done.
All right, cool. Well, thanks very much for trusting us with your new car.
No worries, sir.
And we'll see you in a few weeks.
Thank you.
Top man. Listen, your front springs are very, very thin. I mean, thinner than a normal coilover. The space we have between your OEM suspension and your OEM front wheel, I can just about get a finger between it. Once we've got the struts mounted, then I can put your OEM wheel back on and kind of tell you how much they need to lay off the barrel. The problem you've got, you can't run spacers on centre locks. So I'm just going to go and have a search for some builder series, which I'm sure I've got, mini bellows, and we're going to kind of try and offer them up and see how much space we're left with.
That square bit, you drill a hole here and here, you fit a plate on either side which are sandwiched together, nut and bolted. It'll be stronger than around the other ways, and it'll be a lot easier. Like I can have one mocked up by the end of the day.
Let's go, sounds good.
Literally.
Hold on 1 second, mate.
Oh, hey, that's all right.
for 21s.
So that
21s or 20s?
they're 21s on the back. You're going 22, right?
I think I'm going to, yeah. Why does this feel like it's going easier than I expected?
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
So that's on full droop. So yeah. All right, that was just a little progress report from me today, Mr. Fraser, and I'll report back to you tomorrow.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
What? Just lifting the car now.
Is it? Yeah, stop. That was a bag. But at the moment, you can't put the OE wheels on it and run it on the bags. And if you ever needed to swap it, you can't.
Because your original wheels ain't going to go on with the airbags. They're hitting the airbags. Right, so we're a few, not even days, weeks, we're a few months on, and now the 992 GTS is finally bagged. Let me just start back from the beginning. So the idea was to always have airlift 3H management, which we've done. And also we started off developing struts for this car using Airlift's Mini Bellow Builder Series struts. Although we did make a bagging kit for the rear, when we got to the front, we stumbled a bit and the bags just weren't thin enough because there's not much space under there. So we had to go to plan B, and we managed to get hold of, well, Steve managed to get hold of some Solo air struts for this car. Solo use Bilstein shocks, and obviously they've made their own kind of bag system as well. So mounted over the Bilstein shocks, and I must say it's actually turned out really well. The advantage with using the Solo kit is you have the option of retaining your in-car electronic dampening, which is also with Porsche known as PASM. So we've also managed to retain that as well. And yeah, there's no error lights on the dash. And I must say, the car looks pretty fantastic. In addition to the air suspension, we also had a set of Vossen S2102 wheels land with us. Now these are 21-inch on the front and 22-inch on the rear, all wrapped up in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tyres. Now, getting the height sensors on this vehicle or on any Porsche is normally a struggle. Once you take the wheel off, you'll see there's a lot going on under there, and there isn't much space to mount these sensors, but my lovely assistant Jay managed to get it done. The car is actually fully aired out. I think it's got a pretty nice tuck on the back, really. I mean, the main thing for me is that the bottom line of the car sits absolutely flat, parallel to the ground, which is the way I normally like them. So that's turned out really well. Even the front's got a really nice tuck on it. And if you notice, both arch lines are pretty much in line on this car. So you've got the same tuck all round. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I have taken it out on a test drive, and I must say, it drives bloody nice, really nice. You still chuck it around corners. Obviously the 3H helps with that massively. I've only set 3 heights for Steve. This is your round town, everyday driving height. I've also set a motorway height for him. That's the motorway height, so it sits slightly lower on the motorway. And then we have your air out. Smooth operation, happy days. Now we have done a simplistic boot build in the front. It's all just hidden hardware. There is a good reason for that, which I can't actually disclose at this moment, but in the next few months, there will be something happening in the frunk, or the front trunk if you like. So that will be happening in the next few months. So when you actually look inside the vehicle, it all looks standard OEM, and we managed to find a nice little spot to mount the airlift controller just in the armrest here. And there we have it, nice and snug. While the car was here for 4 odd months, we've had Forge down here doing some development work on the car. They've added a few bits. We've had Miltech down here. They've done an exhaust on this vehicle, and we also had Pipercross down here. They're in the stage of developing an intake kit or something for this car. Modifying Porsches to this level is always frowned upon, and I'm sure the purists at the minute are gritting their teeth and saying, what the hell have you done? But listen, I promise you not, this car drives absolutely beautiful. So now not only does Steve have that show-stopping stance, he's also got the convenience factors of being able to raise the car when he needs to and being able to drive it low as well, which is what the air game is all about. Now Steve is flying in from Scotland tomorrow to pick his car up, and we've actually had the car longer than he's owned it, so I bet he's going to be glad to get it back. And but yeah, let's see what he thinks.
Full proper size tyres as well. Like a changed man. Don't do stretch no more. Good. It's very good. It's wet. I can't really go for it, but no, it drives really good. It's definitely no harsher than it was before. Yeah, 100%. I just got to learn my limits now of how low I can drive it. That's all it is. Like the R8 I had for 5 years, I knew exactly what I could get away with.
Yeah.
Looks better outside. You can actually take it in now. You can step back, and apart from the weather, look, it's minging now. Yeah, it's sick. Doesn't look right for what car it is, but looks sick. It's setting in now, the excitement's coming back. I've been a very grumpy man for 4 months. But now I'm hyped. It looks unreal. Now you step back and you see it outside and it's, we bagged a Porsche. I'm a happy man. What a stupid idea this was. Why can't I just leave cars alone? He's the problem, because this all started from my Mark 6 Golf. And now there's been a little bit of an evolution, and it seems to always be the same thing of it. They get put on their arse to start with. But I wouldn't have it any other way. That is unbelievable.